Hey guys, I got a new video for you today, and this is going to be a look at a new knife that I received for Christmas. Now this is a knife that I actually had my eye on for quite some time, and basically it's because I do have the little brother to this knife, and I have a couple other knives that are very similar to this, and I really enjoy them. Now this is the ESEE Avispa, and this is the bigger brother to the ESEE Zancudo, which I've already reviewed on the channel. As you guys can see here, ESEE does a really awesome job with their packaging. You know, the cool design of the box, and then they actually put the name right out here, so Avispa frame lock. Now, you know, in my opinion, these are great budget knives, great EDC knives, because they do appeal and perform well with a lot of different type of people. So let me go ahead and open the knife and show you guys which one I got. So I opted to go with the foliage green handle and the black blade. Now that's another thing that I really enjoy about these models, is that they have a couple different options as far as handle material and blade color. So it definitely, you know, you get to pick something that's going to be more unique to you, as opposed to, you know, getting something and then maybe having to customize it afterwards and stuff like that. So you do get a little bit of custom options on there. Now the knife itself does come with a 4-way pocket clip, so you do have tip up, tip down, left and right hand carry. So again, that right there makes it pretty much very user friendly to a lot of the population out there. You also get a pretty nice sizable lanyard hole, so if you do want to, you know, put a lanyard on there, you can do so without having to gut the 550 cord if that's what you're using. Now on this particular model, since I opted for the black blade, the stainless steel side is also black and the clip is black as well, and all the screws and everything is black also. So I thought that was really cool. I don't really own a lot of knives with black blades. I personally don't like it when the finish starts coming off and things like that, but I figured since I don't have a lot of black blades and I don't have any foliage green handle knives, I went ahead and picked it up that way, and I think it looks really, really nice. So let's go ahead and deploy the blade so you guys can see it. There it is. You do have dual thumb studs, so again, if you are left-handed or right-handed, you can go ahead and deploy the blade pretty easily. As you guys saw, it shoots out really nicely because of the bronze washers that these come with. Right off the box, it deploys very easily. I can tell you that this knife and the Zancudo and a couple other ones along those lines, they do break in slowly, so you do want to play with them, you know, flip them out and stuff like that. And once they're broken in, they are a dream to play with and deploy and stuff like that. You have some nice jimping right up here, which your thumb definitely locks into. It's not very, very aggressive, but it's aggressive enough to where your regular EDC tasks, it definitely will come in handy. The same thing as your finger chola right down there. Now the blade length on this is 3.5 inches. Overall length on the knife is 8.5 inches, and it comes in at 4.4 ounces. Now it is a fairly large pocket knife, but the good thing is that it's very thin. It's coming in at 2.75 millimeters, and again, that's just because you have a handle material on one side and then the stainless steel on the other. So it definitely cuts down on the width of the knife, so it's very easy to carry, and again, it's pretty lightweight for the size of the knife itself. On one side of the blade, you do have the ESEE logo, which is right there. And then on the other, you have the Avispa logo, which Avispa actually stands for bee in Spanish. Again, they keep with the form of naming the knives after different insects. So the Zancudo, which is the little brother to this, is actually like a mosquito in Spanish. So there you go. This knife, it's very easy to carry, which is one of the things that I really, really liked about it. It's very lightweight, and it definitely you know, rides really easily in the pants. And again, the fact that you can transition that clip to left or right hand, tip up or tip down, makes it pretty versatile. It's also open in the back, so you have that flow through design, which makes it really easy to clean the knife out. So as always, I'll go ahead and roll a couple other knives for comparison. Right off the bat, I want to go ahead and roll in the Zancudo. Again, this is the little brother. So as you guys can see, they share several similarities. The Zancudo is flat in the back right here versus this one is rounded, but for the most part they are pretty similar. One of the things that I did want to point out, which is one of the cons that I had about the Zancudo, was that I didn't feel that this particular, the lock wasn't left enough exposed to where it would be a lot easier to disengage if I had to. I felt that I had to dig my thumb in there to disengage it, and that's pretty much one of the only cons that I had with the Zancudo. And I think with the Avispa, they actually did bring back the handle material right here enough to where it makes it a lot easier to disengage the blade, and then go ahead and close it. And as always, it does deploy really nice. Again, this is one of those knives that you're gonna want to play with it and close it and open it a couple times, maybe you know, drop a little oil in there. But once it's broken in, it's a dream to flip out. And you know, it flips out with authority, locks up nice and tight, no blade play whatsoever. So here it is, so you guys can see a little bit of a size comparison. So there is the Avispa on the top, the Zancudo underneath it, and then I wanted to roll a couple other knives in here just for comparison's sake. This is the Rat Model 1, quite easily one of my most favorite knives. And again, that's one of the reasons why I wanted to go ahead and pick up the Avispa, because I love the Rat 1, and obviously this is the bigger model in the series. And so I wanted to see how that compared as far as size went with the Rat 1 and the Avispa. And then this is the Rat 2, which is the little brother. So as you guys can see, obviously a couple similarities as far as the sizes and the different blade shapes and stuff like that. So one of the things that I did want to point out, again, coming with the Avispa and the Rat 1, is even though they are pretty similar in size, where they differ is the width of the handle itself. So you guys can see here, the Avispa is pretty much half the width of the Rat 1. Now, that by no means does it mean that the knife feels cheap or anything in the hand. But again, these knives are supposed to be budget-friendly knives, inexpensive knives. But in my opinion, one of the better deals out there. You do get a lot of knife for the money. I mean, all these knives are anywhere from $20 to $30, depending on where you shop around. But you are getting some pretty quality materials. You do get AUS 8 steel on the Avispa. Again, it's not the best steel out there, but it takes a pretty decent edge, and it is really easy to sharpen, which is one of the best things, especially if you're not, you know, the best, you know, at sharpening knives out there. So as you guys can see in my hand here, it fits really nice. Again, it is a little bit of a larger knife, but because of the fact that it is kind of thin, it fits really nice in there. Your hand locks all the way around it. So great for EDC tasks. Just anything that you're going to need the knife to do on a regular basis, it will definitely do. So again, this is the ESEE Avispa with the black blade and the foliage green handle. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Thanks.